Hey, Futurist, Jim Carroll from the virtual broadcast studio. It's another week of the Inspirational Recap. I do this in the virtual broadcast studio just to keep fresh and, keep my skills down here in the broadcast studio up to date, because when you go live, you have to do it on a regular basis. What I've been doing down here is I've been summarizing some of the inspirational posts that I've been doing every single workday since August 2016. You can find them at inspiration.jimcarroll.com. This is how I start my day every single day, 5:30, 6 a.m. We had a time change. Doesn't matter, I was still wide awake at 5 a.m. working on my quote. These have become the thing that I use to start my day and really set the tone for what we can be thinking about with disruption, with innovation, with all of the trends that come next. So I want to walk you through what I covered off this week. And again, you can find them at inspiration.jimcarroll.com. I'd encourage you to sign up to the mailing list. They also go on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Substack, and more. So here we are, last Monday. The future belongs to those who know. And what I was writing about here is that 28 years of dealing with inspiration, innovation, trends, the future, I've come to realize there's different types of people. There's some who, when the future happens, they sort of sit back and go, whoa, where did that come from? I had no idea that was going to happen. And then there's those who are aware of the trends. They're watching the trends, they're understanding the trends, and they really have good insight into what is going to come next. So this is a play on my phrase, the future belongs to those who are fast. The future also belongs to those who know. I roll around to Tuesday, and based on a phone call I had with a potential client on Monday, they were asking me, give me one piece of advice, guidance that we need right now. We need some concrete things to do. And what I thought is, I get a lot of clients that are looking for the easy button. They're sort of seeking some magic wand or instant solution to complex problems. So what came to my mind that morning as I got up is there is no easy button. The future, innovation, dealing with disruption, it takes hard work, it takes effort. You've got to put in the time to get there. There really is no easy button. And if you're thinking that's the way to go forward in the future, you're on the wrong track. Wednesday rolls around, we're all watching Ukraine. We're all really in a state of shock as to what is unfolding, but I think we are also hugely inspired by the president of the Ukraine. And the phrase that came to my mind one morning while out on my morning walk, which I do right after the quote, watching him, I don't think we can ever again doubt the power of performance. You look what he did in the early days of the invasion. He's out on the streets of Kyiv. He's with his some of his members of cabinet, and he's saying, putting out on social media, not only to the people of Ukraine, but to people around the world, we're here. Our military is here. We haven't abandoned. We're going to fight. And this sort of reminded me of the speech by Winston Churchill that we shall fight in the oceans. We will defend our island, whatever the cost may be. I mean, this is one of these powerful moments in history, and I was watching it and I was thinking, this is one of the top 5 moments, I think, in history when I've been alive, in which I've watched very powerful moments in time unfolding in real time. One of them was when Nelson Mandela walked out of the prison, his head held high. Another was, looking back, I was a little young for, about Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. These are moments in time that really shape our future. And I think we've got to also recognize what the people of Ukraine are doing. And one of my personal innovation heroes right now are these pictures of the Ukrainian farmers stealing tractors that have been abandoned or partially destroyed by the Ukrainian armed forces. I mean, this is horrifying to watch, but it is massively inspirational at the same time. And I think what we're witnessing here is the power of performance. This is almost a social media information war that is unfolding, and it's pretty clear who's winning at this point in time. I roll around to Thursday, I get back into a different groove. The funny thing about your mistakes is they're actually a foundation for your future. This is something I emphasize to all of my clients who are seeking insight on innovation and how do we deal with a faster future. You've got to think big, start small, scale fast. It's in the starting small part that you're making mistakes, you're making errors. You don't view those as something you've done wrong. You look at those as something that have given you a powerful insight on what to do next. There's a phrase we often use, and I'll throw it out a lot when I'm on stage: fail early, fail often, fail fast. The more you fail, the better positioned you are for success in the future. Rolls around a Friday. I get in my mind, what a crazy world. Here we are, just 3 months into 2022, and it seems like a year already. Who'd have thought we'd potentially have nuclear war on the horizon? I mean, it's insane what we are dealing with. And I got this, a concept for a book in my mind, Navigating 2022, What to Expect when you are always expecting the unexpected. I'm not going to write another book because the thing about books right now is they tend to go out of date really quick. So instead, I'm working within my studio. I'm blogging on a regular basis. I'm working with clients, a lot of, in-person events coming back to back. But I thought if I wrote a book right now, it would all be about volatility and uncertainty and complexity and ambiguity and, really not knowing what the heck is going to come next. That's our new reality, navigating 2022. And you've really got to be aligned for the next state of shock and the next state of surprise. I actually wrote a little book review. If Jim actually wrote this book, it would be, provide powerful guidance for our volatile times. I mean, this is what I talked about last week. And every single workday since August 2016, I'm taking some thought that crosses my mind. Very first thing I do in the morning with my morning coffee, I put them out on inspiration.jimcarroll.com. They go out on social media to LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Substack. Might be missing a couple. And there's a mailing list that you can also sign up at, inspiration.jimcarroll.com. I'm really getting excited by the reaction I'm getting to the new format I'm using, to the content that I'm putting out there, and just the thought process of, starting the day, thinking about something and spending the time to write it before you rush off to deal with deadlines and projects and answering emails. Just a little bit of moment of time, a moment of reflection to think about our world and where we are and what we can be doing. So I'd encourage you to sign up, inspiration.jimcarroll.com. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for next week.